Are you there?
Lose him?
Are you there, Charles?
Oh, we lost him.
All right, well, I'll go ahead and take it away. So while we wait for Charles to come back and join us, my name is Caleb. I'm the vice president of the chapter for this semester, along with Charles. I'll be leading you guys. So I'm in my second year of an economics degree here at CU Denver. So I'm new to the organization, and I'm just really looking forward to learning about the chapter and getting to work with you guys a little bit more.
So my name is Charles. I'm co-president along with Caleb. I'm also brand new to the chapter, and I also study economics, but I will be done this fall, and really excited about that. And I'm honestly new to the insurance industry. I actually just started a internship with Elaine, my internship buddy, and we work at a insurance brokerage company, essentially managing accounts. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked about this semester.
Awesome. So the first thing we kind of wanted to do is just get like a general consensus from you guys. I know Charles and I have already set up some just like rough draft goals that we have for this semester, but we wanted to pick your guys' brains first and see what kind of things you guys wanted to get involved with over the course of this semester, as far as what kind of meeting formats did you want to have? What kind of like internship opportunities and whatnot did y'all want to look into, and so forth. So I kind of give you guys the opportunity to speak and kind of tell us what things you're looking forward to doing this semester.
Yeah, I'll go first.
Thank you.
My name's Isabel. I'm a risk management and insurance major. So this is my first semester with the chapter as well, so I don't really know what to expect or anything. But one thing I did want to kind of put out there was that this evening time to for meetings or anything works probably best for me personally. It's just a good time that I know I'll be home and then be able to connect and things like that. I don't know if anybody else has work or something, and if that conflicts, but for me it's good. And then regarding anything that I want to do, I don't really know. I'm kind of going with the flow. Whatever you guys put out there, I'll try to see if I can do and get involved and stuff like that.
Absolutely. Well, we are super glad to have you here with us, Isabel. Yeah. Don't be shy, guys. Come on.
And so just to, I guess, piggyback on to what Caleb said, essentially what we want to know is so there's going to be membership fees, right? You're paying to join this academic fraternity, right? What do you, what will make this worth it? Essentially, what do you want to get from this experience, whether it be networking or just straightforward, hey, I want a job. That way we can allocate funds and resources to whatever the chapter kind of wants to get at this semester.
Yeah, so my name is Eric. For me, I joined basically for employment opportunities and for networking. And then, that's it. So I just want to be linked with industry players. I just want to know more about the industry. Just want to connect with people who've worked in the industry and then to see if there are opportunities for some of us. So basically, that's it. That's all I'm expecting.
Absolutely. So I know we are already in the works of finding some speakers, some industry professionals to come into our virtual meetings and speak with you all. So if there are any companies specifically that you guys would like us to reach out to or anything like that, please just let us know. I'm going to go ahead and drop my email for you guys here in the chat. and that'll be open for you guys 24/7 to contact me over. So if you guys shoot me an email with any questions or anything regarding membership details or anything, you can expect an email back from me within 24 hours. So I just want to try to keep that open channel of communication with you guys. So I'll go ahead and drop that in the chat right now. There you go.
And to kind of piggyback off of what Eric was saying, that yeah, I'm kind of just looking to like get to know the industry more. So like any speakers, anything like that can kind of give me an idea. Because like, I don't know, I feel like I picked the major without really like knowing too much about it, or like, and now that I'm like, I haven't even had a risk management like class yet. So I want to kind of like get to know and see like what specific kind of like jobs or careers that I can get with this major and things like that. So that was kind of my input for what Charles was saying.
Absolutely.
I'd have to agree with Eric and Isabel. Sorry. Yeah, my name's Jocelyn, and yeah, I just agree.
So I think it's kind of safe to assume, with UCD being a community campus and having generally a little bit of an older population, I think it's safe to say everybody's focus is about networking and getting a job. Is everybody kind of in agreement with that?
Yes.
Sweet.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So I guess, so essentially my thing is, with this information, now we know that we can plan accordingly and allocate funds to stuff like resume building, things that are going to make you more competitive in the workforce, and then networking versus, because like a Zoom bingo and stuff like that, which is fun. But if everybody's main focus is network and to get a job and be competitive, we can kind of hold off on the bingos and kind of, go forward in the young professional direction.
Again, I would like to say that I believe there are certain things that the professionals do that we wouldn't be privy to even in class and then with lectures and everything. So I believe that getting the professionals to, speak to us and then tell us actually what goes on into the mainstream insurance industry will help us a lot. I believe there are certain things they can teach us off campus or off class that would really help us, will build our capacity, getting jobs in the future. It's all about jobs, actually.
How does everybody feel? And me and Caleb and Sarah, I believe we all briefly spoke about this, but kind of like a day internship. Whether it be virtually, well, actually, it's going to have to be virtually, but essentially getting in somebody.
You're cutting out, Charles.
Or maybe even half a day, or maybe just like a lunch break chat or something like that.
I think we lost you for a couple seconds in there, Charles, but you're good. So I think that you're just discussing the idea of just doing
my internet connection is horrible right now. I don't know why.
No problem, man. So basically just the idea of a short-term virtual internship, correct?
Yeah.
Awesome. What do you guys think about that?
That would be great.
Yeah, I also think like that will be like really beneficial. As long, like, my only thing is that I'm like a super planner, so like as soon as like you guys know like when you can do that and like get it like the info out to us, so I can like start planning, and like if it collides with anything like either one of my classes or like work or whatever, I can like rearrange to like make sure to get that done.
Absolutely.
But
so actually I do work full-time as well, as I'm sure a lot of you guys do. So one thing that Charles and I have discussed is we're going to try to get a Google Calendar uploaded as soon as possible, something that's shareable and editable by all of our officers. That way everybody can kind of have access to when our meetings will be, kind of when speaker opportunities are and so forth. So I think that'll, and if you have like any suggestions as to when you would like these meetings to take place, whether it be weekly or monthly, or if a certain day works better for you guys than others or a certain time, please let Charles or I know so that we can kind of start formulating the schedule and kind of just get set in stone when we want to be meeting with everybody.
Okay.
And so, in terms of like a day in the life of internships, what is everybody thinking in terms of like fields of work? Does anybody have any like specific fields that you'd want to shadow, or is everybody just kind of like, as long as it has something to do with risk management or insurance, it'll probably be a good experience?
Um,
Am I still
Again,
breaking
I
up pretty
think for
bad?
now, no, it's okay now.
Okay.
I think for now, it would be helpful if we get someone from the finance industry. It could be insurance, could be anything related to finance, just to get the general overview of what industry we're putting ourselves into. Because I am reading risk management and insurance masters. I believe there are people in there with econs degrees, and we would have people with finance degrees and all of that. And so if you get a broader picture of being like finance, someone from the finance industry, to just help us talk us through, just tell us what goes on in there. What are the, tools in terms of softwares or in terms of programs are we supposed to learn? Because there are certain things we're not going to get in the classrooms. There are certain things we'll have to learn during our free times to just equip us fit into the job market properly. So these are some of the things I am looking out for, and I believe people in the industry know more about these things. So.
Absolutely.
So
I
essentially,
definitely,
it seems like sorry, go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna agree with what Eric said. I was gonna second that. Being an economics major, I would also be interested myself in finding some finance-related internships. I know that's something that I'll be looking for out for our chapter as well.
So it's like I said before, I think it's safe to say that the focus for this semester from the chapter will be more focused on jobs, and I guess going kind of drifting away from that subject. Me and Caleb have talked about some merchandise for the fraternity. Because I mean, we're going to have, funds for the fraternity, and it's not like we can, throw an ice cream party and a get together or whatnot. So we wanted your ideas on merchandise and like hoodies or polos or hats. What's everybody feeling in terms of merchandise?
I'm not like a huge like merchandise like person, but I think like hoodies, especially now that it's the winter time, would probably be like best.
Okay.
Just because I mean, me personally, I don't wear like hats or anything, but I know like I'll wear like a hoodie or something like that.
Okay, and the next big thing is, so we can order merchandise from the like Grand Chapter store, but it takes a very long time. And just to be completely honest, they really don't look that cool. Or we can make our own custom merchandise. But to do that, we're gonna have to come up with our own logo for our chapter. So does anybody want to volunteer? And this could be more than one person. Want to volunteer to come up with a potential logo to put on a hoodie?
Any of our creative minds in the chapter? No volunteers? If nobody wants to volunteer right now, we can definitely keep that window open for anybody who I mean, even those that aren't in attendance here today with us, if anybody wants to, just think about the idea and see if they want to look into creating a logo for us. Or if not, we can all just collaborate on one together and just kind of, take a vote on what we all think looks good. But I do think that is a great idea for us to do some sort of apparel. I mean, even if you're not wearing it out when you're taking your walks down the road every day, even if it's just something we are wearing in our meetings or just to have, I think it is a good idea just for some free advertising for our chapter.
100% agree.
So, go ahead, Sarah.
I was just gonna say it looked like Elaine was trying to say something earlier, but we couldn't hear her. I can see your video's working, but sound isn't.
Now is my microphone working?
There we go.
Yeah. We
Okay, well, that's great. There's a blender in the background. Basically, all I was going to say for those of you who've just chosen your major and you haven't taken a risk management class, and I totally get it. It's like, how the heck are you supposed to know what you want to do? Just keep in mind that when you choose your major and you're like, I'm not sure if I want to do this, the insurance industry is incredibly broad. We're talking about like health and benefits, there's the finance and accounting part of it, there's the actuarial stuff, there's customer service-based roles. It's an entire well of opportunities. And that being said, yes, we're in a pandemic now, so my statistics might not be correct, but currently 25% of the insurance industry is supposed to retire within the next 2 years. And in 3 years, there's going to be 400,000 jobs left unfilled. So that means now is an excellent time for you to look up some companies, get an idea of what you want to do, and don't feel stressed that you have to know now, because if you're a customer service type person, there's personal lines accounts you can do. If you're like me and you don't want to deal with people, there's a financial aspect. You can sit in a cubicle all day. So yeah, just keep that in mind. In terms of job security, especially, again, I don't know what the statistics are now, but prior this year, March 2020, 400,000 jobs are going to be open. High paying jobs. I'm sure you've heard about insurance and golf tournaments and stuff like that. So just, keep an open mind. And if you have any questions or want to learn more about any of these companies, please contact Charles or Caleb. And I'm sure they're more than happy to reach out on your behalf and kind of become a liaison. Get your questions in now, because you don't have to sign an offer letter. You're not contractually obligated. That's all I have to say.
Absolutely.
Well said.
That was beautiful. I think Elaine just became our official recruiter.
No, I'm the secretary.
Not gonna lie, that was actually like really beneficial, because I didn't even know like there was a financial or customer service aspect to it. I thought it was all just like insurance, like car, health, and stuff like that. So that was like a really good insight for me, and like that's exactly the reason why I like joined this, was to like get that insight from like people, because honestly I don't even know like what good like companies are to like even suggest. So that's why I'm like, I'm here for whatever you guys decide. Like I will take it all in, because I know nothing.
Well, let me tell you a story of my first internship where I knew nothing about insurance. It was last summer, and I was happy to just get something. And I got placed in a tiny little company called Aon, which is in the news for globally merging with Willis Towers. And I didn't know a single thing about any risk management. I still haven't taken a class, to be honest. And it was so much customer service. There's some data, there's, it's managing accounts, it's managing people, it's maintaining relationships with one of their clients was Vail Resorts. So the account manager for them got to go to Vail Resorts, hang out with them, figure out what risks they wanted. I mean, there's a million risks on a mountain, but they got to go to Vail Resorts and hang out. And it was pretty cool. I'm like, this is a job. You're getting paid for this. So that's what opened my eyes to it. There's another guy who, I think it was a beer, what do they call it? Brewery. Sorry, it was a brewery. And his job was to go check out the brewery and maintain relations. And he got to miss multiple Fridays to be at the brewery. And yeah, you can really do anything. That being said, then I moved over to the health and benefits people, and they spent most of their time just processing paperwork, and that's where I was happy. But you can go to Vail Resorts, you can do whatever you want in insurance, because all of these companies, any company you love, is trying to manage their risk. So keep that in mind next time you're shopping for Lululemons or at the brewery or like buying a new car. All of those companies will need you, and they're all retiring. So there's space for you to become the next CEO of risk management or whatever that's called. Chief Officer of Risk. There you go.
Absolutely. So basically, there's a lot of opportunity in the insurance industry, guys, and just in a lot of different job faculties within it. So we're going to do our absolute best to get as many different companies in front of you guys and talking to you guys as we can, so that you can kind of get a feel for the specific fields that you guys like, or a specific job you might want to, follow a little bit more. So, and as I said earlier, if you guys have any suggestions of a company you'd like to speak with, or a type of seminar you'd like to have, please just let us know. Shoot us an email. We can absolutely do our best to look into that for you guys.
Does anybody have any questions, comments, concerns about the chapter?
I did have one. So when do we pay like those membership fees?
Absolutely. So Charles and I are going to be having a meeting with our officers here very soon to actually discuss that exact question right there. So we will have that back to you guys ASAP. That's right there with our Google Calendar. We're going to have an answer for that to you guys, as well as our Google Calendar available to you guys here as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And then, oh, I had another question. What was it? I don't remember. I'm sure it'll come back.
No problem. If it does come back to you, just shoot it right over to Charles or I. We can get a response to you super quick.
Caleb or Sarah, do you guys have anything else?
I do not, sir. I think we went over everything that we have to. As I said, for you guys, we will have that Google Calendar up for you guys as soon as we can, so that everybody can have just a source of information as to our general chapter proceedings moving forward from today. So just keep an eye out for an email with a link to that. That'll be our next step moving forward.
And so for our chapter logo, I will come up with some designs, or like me and Caleb will come up with some designs or whatever.
Absolutely.
And what we'll do is we will come up with some designs on hoodies or whatnot, and then we'll save like 3 or 4 options. And if you could just we'll probably just label them 1 through 4, and then just pick which one you want. And then, yeah, we'll order some merchandise.
GIS swag. All right, guys. Well, if nobody else has anything else to add, we can go ahead and close out the meeting for today. If you guys have any other questions or concerns, please just shoot Charles or I an email. We want to just be as available as we possibly can for you guys. So we really appreciate y'all taking the time out of your night to meet with us. It's been fantastic getting to know y'all a little bit better, and look forward to doing such moving forward the rest of the semester.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, you guys have a good rest of your night, okay?
Everybody have a great night.